Is long-form content dead? As YouTube tests what might seem like a small tweak to their short-form video content platform, Shorts, it says big things about the powerhouse's plans for the future. Naturally, this has raised a few questions among businesses. How will this affect you in your business? How easy is it to make a short? That's exactly what we're going to tell you in the latest Viddyoze download. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to the Viddyoze download. Here we help you make sense of some of the biggest stories in media, marketing and digital comms so that you're up to speed and in the know. Before we get into today's video, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode or any of our content. Believe me, you won't regret it. Why did I go so posh then? Hermione Granger. I do an alright impression of Hermione. It's not Wingardium Leviosa, it's Wingardium Leviosa.
Is that me?
You may or may not have heard of YouTube Shorts. It hasn't amassed the same cult social following as, say, Instagram Reels, but it should be on your radar. In July 2021, YouTube announced that Shorts hit 15 billion daily views.
Wow!
Over double the views recorded only 4 months prior. This is a huge achievement, seeing as Shorts only actually started distribution in early 2021. So what is Shorts? Basically, it's YouTube's answer to TikTok. It's embedded within their mobile app where viewers use it to access an endless stream of 60 seconds or less vertical videos. Shorts has its own dedicated tab within the mobile app, but you will also find them scattered throughout your regular feed. On top of that, you will find your favorite creators' shorts on their channels. In the platform's own words, Shorts are the shorter side to YouTube. Originally, YouTube was designed for longer form content. I mean, you can literally watch TV shows and movies on YouTube. So this is a pretty big moment in YouTube's product evolution. What is the big change you can look out for? Well, YouTube recently announced,
we're currently testing out a new Shorts experience. If you're in the experiment and you close the YouTube app while watching Shorts, you'll be dropped into the Shorts player when you reopen the app, so you have direct access. If you exit the YouTube app while watching any content other than Shorts, we won't direct you right into Shorts next time you open the app. Note, this test is only available to a small percentage of viewers using mobile devices.
This might seem like a very minute technical change, but it's indicative of the way that content is going. So does this mean this is the end for long form content?
TikTok has grown rapidly in last year, and I think it's actually just hit the 1 billion monthly active users mark. As well as that, it is also the first non-Facebook app that has hit 3 billion downloads. So TikTok's whole premise is short form content, and even from that, Snapchat ended up doing Spotlight, which is really similar, and I think that was in November 2020, and they're trying to rival that now. So this is also a serious move for Snapchat because they're already putting in $1 million to do it, and they're paying their top creators for their videos. And from that, you can imagine there's a lot of short form content on there now.
If you saw our previous episode of the Viddyoze download, you would have seen how TikTok's success actually led to the creation of Instagram Reels. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, that's Facebook's new name FYI, announced,
Video now accounts for almost half of all time spent on Facebook, and I said Facebook.
I love it!
No,
I love it!
I sound about 80.
The Tinternet.
Video now accounts for almost half of all time spent on Facebook, and that Reels is the largest contributor to engagement growth.
So short, snappy videos seems to be the way forward for multiple different social platforms. But YouTube always felt like a safe space for longer form content. Is that about to change?
I don't think the longer content for YouTube will change. The reason being is because when I started working here at Viddyoze, I had to do a research of analysing whether long form content was performing well on YouTube or short form content was performing better than long form content. And it's sort of like a split in the middle, because when I analysed the data, the short form content that we did here were still generating really good views as well. So it wasn't the issue of short or long form content on YouTube. However, I think it's more like the topic base that we cover. With that being said, on YouTube, I think it will ever be a platform for longer content videos. The reason being is because, take for example, if you take PewDiePie, famous YouTubers, another Mr. Best guy who spent like 43 billion or million in creating Squid Game. I think those contents are quite long and people clearly enjoy them because they generate more views. I think it's more of like the type of material you cover in your video. So take for example, the Best guy, his video that he covered something recently on the Squid Game. And because of it was a popular topic at the time, so he had more views because people want to see what he can do in modern, creating a Squid Game. But yes, overall Archie, I think YouTube will forever be a platform for long form content, and Instagram and TikTok will also be a platform for short form content. So it's a good mixture.
But wait, there is another twist in the story. While TikTok sparked the flame for short content, they are trying out longer form content. Yep, you heard right. After listening to creator feedback and testing out with a short number of users, TikTok announced
over the coming weeks, we'll be rolling out the option to create longer videos to everyone on TikTok, giving our global community the flexibility to film, upload and edit videos up to 3 minutes in length directly within TikTok.
This means no more wasted nights trying to find part 2 of that video you watched. Result: the time my evenings have gained aside, this means that long-form content is very much alive, at least as far as TikTok is concerned. So what does this mean for you? Well, we suggest streamlining your content so that every minute of it adds value, no matter the length. As far as Shorts is concerned, it's unlikely to spell the end of long-form videos, but YouTube's announcement does mean it is important moving forward. So as a business, this is a prime time to get on it. The initial stage of growth of a platform is a massive opportunity for your content to be seen before it gets oversaturated. As a result, you're able to capitalize on the higher visibility offered. So now really is the time to get your brand and content on Shorts, but how do you make one? Well, for this video, I have deliberately not watched any how-to content or researched in any way on how to make one so that I can live on camera create a Shorts and show you how easy it might be or might not be. Okay, so I'm on Shorts and I'm gonna just go on add, create a short, allow access, okay. I'm just gonna record, oh God, that's my face. We don't need to see that, let's flip that around. Oh, it did not work. Okay, so that's first thing I'll say is it's not working. Let's just try it in selfie mode. I think it is still in beta, so as you can see, there's gonna be a few issues with it. Either way, I'll just record myself, front camera. It's gonna be a really interesting video. I can't press any of these things on the side, but I'll press the tick and see what happens. Sound. So it's pretty much like Reels in the way it looks, in a way. So if you've made one, you should be all right. So I can adjust it there. So it's pretty, that's like the audio. So I can pick what part of the song, I can change the volume. Or you can choose how much you want the music to be in it versus the original sound of the video. Text. Hello.
Oh, hello there.
Timeline, so, oh, this looks really good actually. So this is something that's really annoying about Reels, is that you can't swap videos over. So when you have like your timeline, you have to then delete something and you can't then go and put something back. But it looks like you can edit the timeline and like crop stuff. And I guess you can move stuff. Yeah, you can move it, so that's good. Filters. So there's a few filters as well. Fun. Then next, and there you go, simple. Captions, do I want it to be public? There you go, that took me like 2 minutes, apart from the fact that it doesn't work. So overall, I'd say it was pretty intuitive, pretty easy to use. There's a few features, like I said, moving the timeline around, which I think is better than Reels, but obviously swapping the camera around wasn't working. So I'm guessing that that's a bug that needs fixing and just happened to be happening at the time of shooting. And there you have the basic ins and outs of Shorts. No, we will not be posting that video on our YouTube channel. I mean, I don't need to tell you why, but it's a great activity for you to try out so you can start practicing and getting used to the platform. I definitely recommend doing that before you start creating the Shorts that you want to post. Let us know your thoughts of the topic in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.